Well, hello paddlers. Part 2. So what's in the box? Anyone guess? Right, let's get into it then, and I'll show you what's in the box. Before I open it though, I'm going to do another part to this video, right? Because the thing that's in here, right, I want to do a separate part about how much it cost me, right, where to buy one from, when to buy one, and where not to buy one from. And that last one is quite important actually. But yeah, so that'll be in another video though, which I will also in the other video show you a few little extra parts I purchased with the thing in the box. Okay then paddlers, let's get into it. I'll tell you what, let's just do it this way. Well, there you go. Who guessed? I would expect one or two of you guessed what I was getting, the PAKAYAK, because in all fairness I have mentioned in quite a few videos it's a kayak I've always wanted. I remember before I even got back into kayaking, quick recap in case you're new to the channel, 20 years ago I gave up kayaking. All right, about 2 years ago I got back into it again. There you go. All right, but I remember about 7 years ago I watched a Kickstarter campaign video for this. All right, and it was completely different back then. It was slightly different. And I remember thinking, what a brilliant idea, but it'll never work. Well, after a few years, it worked. And a lot of time, you want to actually research and watch some of the old videos from like 5, 6 odd years ago. And the concept that they was going through is quite interesting. But anyway, they've got the final. It's the Blue Fin 142. It's just over 14-foot long sea kayak. Comes in a nice bag on wheels, so you can drag it wherever you want. And also, which I'll show you, I said I got some accessories. There's also what they call in, because these wheels are just small wheels for like concrete and stuff. They've got all-terrain wheels, so you can put the wheels on the bag. You could literally drag it all the way down. Let's say you're at the beach, drag it all the way down to the sea, which could be out quite a bit, whatever, across the sand, everywhere. And unpack, and you're off. Because the bag, the wheels and everything actually have their own little storage space inside the kayak. So you can take everything with you. Walk across a field, park your car, walk across a field, get in the water. But that's here no say no. So the kayak itself, right, I'm not going to do like a complete review. We'll just talk about it as we go, because I don't want the video to drag on forever. Right, because there's a few special things about the bag that does this and does that, but you know what I mean, let's just get on with it. But say in the bag, it's got 2 clips at either side, right, which are there actually for folding it up at the end. Right, we've got a couple of big zips. I will during the video put up some close-up pictures, because I'll take some extra photographs and just add them, rather than taking the camera, I've got the camera on a tripod, rather than taking the camera off, going, hey, look at this, isn't this, and then putting it back. Be a nightmare. Right, now I know someone will say use your phone or something like that. It's just easy if I just take a load of photographs later and just put odd little pictures up when I'm talking about something. For instance, the gaskets. Right, so let's open her up and have a look. And It's all padded at the back of the bag actually. The back of the bag's all padded, that's something else. And just like all kayaks, unfortunately the seat ain't brilliant. It's good enough. It's memory foam, it's got some give, it's got a bit of padding, it's got a nice contour to it. I reckon after a couple of hours your backside would be a bit sore, but unfortunately it's like most kayaks, even high-end ones, because this ain't cheap. But like I said, I'll go into all the pricing and where to buy and where not to buy and things to look out for, and like I said, when to buy. That's important, when to buy. I'll do all that on another video, or it'll really go on too long. But you'll know anyhow, I've got a little cushion put on here, one of them cushion waterproof seat things, just to give a little bit extra comfort what I use in me X500. But yeah, a seat's a seat. I'll have to apologise about, well, nah, I'll rephrase that. I'm not going to apologise about the mess in here. If you're a subscriber, you'll know it's been a nightmare this year. And I still haven't got my place completely sorted out yet. You should see the back room. I would not show you it. I'd be too embarrassed to show you the back room. It's jam-packed. But it's a work in progress. It'll take weeks before everything's sorted properly. But so ignore the mess. Right, so just in case you've never seen one before, right, it's a solid, rigid, hard shell kayak that performs, right, and this is from the experts. This isn't from the people that made it, this is from the experts who's paddled it. And when I say experts, I'm talking gold medal winners, right, like Ken Whiting, right, the paddle just identically as a one-piece solid. Okay, just a bit of information for you. They come in different colours and things like that. You get a towel. Why do you get a towel? Now you see why I'm going to put pictures up here. Because on the inside, because it's a nesting kayak, right, it comes in pieces, which you'll see in a moment. But on the inside running around there's a gasket. Picture up please. And the towel is for if you've gone down to the beach and you're setting this up on the sand, you put this big towel on it. It's a big towel. Put the towel down, stand the kayak on the towel to connect it up, right? And then there's no sand that gets in the gasket, which, you know, sand gets everywhere. So that's what the towel's for. Right, like I said, I'll do another photo of the top, but there's, if I remember rightly, 4 bulkheads in this, built-in bulkheads, which, like all hard shell kayaks, have bulkheads, but usually you have to connect them in yourself and replace them and glue them, and it can be a nightmare. Some have them fixed, but a lot of them you have to connect the bulkhead in yourself. And unless you're lucky, you never get them 100% waterproof, but these have solid bulkheads in. And the clamps, photographs please, basically it clamps together. So let's just take a look. I've moved some stuff out the road in here, but I don't think I'm going to get the entire thing set up. I might just have to leave the bow and the stern bit off, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let me just move this to the side a bit, because I need a bit of space. There's some instructions on top of here of how it all goes together. Obviously I've read them, but I have not put this together. This will be the very first time I'm setting this up. So 1, bear with me. 2, hopefully you'll see it's not difficult. It's a case of these clamps. You have to make sure they lock into the opposite part, the corresponding part of the clamp on the other part. But I know that sounded slightly confusing. If you're wondering what that padding is, that's just to cover the centre clamps so you don't get your feet on them. This can go there. Because they go left, right, if that makes any sense to you. Oops. Still got all the packaging. Told you I have not set this up. I haven't even had it out. So while I'm doing this, obviously I want to take my time and examine it. So I may do the odd jump shot because you don't want to see me taking a plastic bag off something. Oh dear, do you find that interesting? The hatch covers, as you can see, are attached to your safety lines so that basically you won't lose them. What have you got here? Oh yeah, it has got attachments at the back of the bag so that camera's lost me. Come on, find me. Don't know how much of that you even saw me, but it doesn't matter. It has got attachments at the back of the bag, right, to carry it as a rucksack, and that's what this is for. These are your shoulder straps. I can't do that. I won't like to. I'm too old now. Too old to be doing that. Right, this is obviously towards the back end, hence the seat. That's the front end. So this piece goes there because it got, as I said, left, right, and I've just got a message come up on my camera. It's not tracking me for some strange reason. Why do you keep losing me? Come on. Right, let's try that again. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not going to mess about editing this too much, alright? Because you will actually see the kayak better when I can get it out. But my leg is getting better, but it's still not 100% yet. Right, now this is the bit I was on about with the clamps inside, right, where it clamps together. I will get a camera and put it right inside. I try and record. I wonder if I can record it with this. Let's see if I can record it with this right now, actually. Spin. Right. If you'll see, hang on. If you'll see in there, the clamps. I know what you're seeing. I've got the wrong camera here, you see. Hang on here. You can see the clamps, I believe, hopefully. I don't even know. I'll tell you what. Change of plan there. That's not going to work. Right, it's the wrong camera. Right, wrong type of camera to do that. So what I'll do is I'll actually record inside and put pictures or something up just so you can see better, because that's just going to be a nightmare trying to show you. But yeah, the clamps, as it says in the diagram, right, there's an opposite side with like a barrel, which you'll see, hopefully you're seeing it now because I'm recording it differently. And as silly as this sounds, you actually line up one end Just making sure I've got this right. Yeah. Don't forget, I've never done this myself before, so I'm a little bit worried in case I get it the wrong way. I can't get my arm in. I'm in a funny position. Right, where's the locking mechanism? Yeah, that's it. Can't see what I'm doing, but that's one. It's a case of figuring it out, isn't it? Two. What I was doing wrong. You've got like a pin on the top, or on the bottom actually, and you've got your clamp here, right? And as your clamp comes over, it has to lock into place like that before you can actually push the clamp on. Bit strange, right? But funnily enough, I actually read that on the instructions. I remember seeing that on the instructions, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me. But now I know. Right, now these ones. See if I can do this without looking. With feel, in other words. You see, now I know in my head what to feel for. I didn't even look then, and that one's done. And then this side. So I didn't look then either. But yeah, so that will get quicker and a bit easier with time, right? Because, well, obviously, I've never done it before. But yeah, let's just, for now, put this cover back on. Just a little bit, don't need to be tight at the moment. Oh, got more packing tape. Just trying to get the basic of it set up so I can show you. I don't think I'm going to connect the nose and the thingy because I really don't think it's going to be. We'll see. We'll see, hang on. Let's just have a look. Oops. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if you can see on these them little metal clamp things, these little like rollers. You have to get them pins round. But as you saw me, I struggled first of all. I did struggle first of all. But then as soon as I realised what you had to do, I did the last two without even looking, as you could see. Oops. More padding. Before I do that one, that's the back, the stern, and this one's the bow. This little cover here, it's simply to protect the nose from that part that was resting on top, the bow resting on top. 3 little clamps in here. Let's see if we have got enough room. Right, I haven't fastened that in yet. Well, that's laid to there. Nah, not going to be able to connect these on. Not yet. Not here. So the nose, the bow and the stern will have to wait for another day. So let's just connect this side up now. I doubt you'll see me from over there, but still. Oops. I could just look in the hole to see what's going on, but I'm trying to learn how to do it without actually looking every time, so it becomes more automatic. But I know this is the first time, so I should really be looking. But this one I can see. Oh, it's getting quicker. Right, let's sit these down then for a minute and see how much room we did have. Just take this hatch cover off. I know you can't see what's going on, but I'm just putting the hatch cover on this side. Only slightly, because let's be honest, I'm going to have to take it off again in a minute when I pack away. And then we'll adjust the camera so you can see down a bit more. Yeah, it would have been a tight squeeze. Actually, I reckon I'd have just got away with putting the bow and the stern part on. Just got away with it. But hey ho, we'll see. Live and learn. But I mean, for the first, well, I ain't finished yet, because now we have to connect up there's 5 clamps to hold the boat together in itself, and I don't think there's any way I can tilt that camera so you can see. Actually, of course there is. If first of all I do that, and you can see the clamps, hopefully, if I can get the camera in the right angle. It's just bloody camera. Yeah, right, this is a new camera, and I'm still, no, that's not going to work. I'm still trying to figure out the settings on it and getting it all right. It's the DJI Pocket 3, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. But yeah, I'll tell you what, like I'll take some pictures, I'll take a separate video with a different thing, and I'll put it together. I'll overlay what I'm actually doing. So I'll speak to you, tell you what I'm actually doing, and I will overlay the separate video. Right, and I'll have to get used to that camera. Right, so as you can see, because there's a different camera pointing at you now, right, this little cover will just, for the first time, unclip it, because it's wrapped around the clamps. And you meant, they've just put it around for safety there a bit. Yeah. Because you meant to. Oh, here's a flattering shot. Good job we've changed cameras. Yeah, they've just fastened it on tight. Yeah, they just fastened that on. Hello. Up here, please. I'm definitely going to have to get this camera sorted. Up. No. That zoom. Should have been using the zoom. Screw seeing me, you can see the boat. Yeah, got bungees on. It goes across where the clamps are. Like I said, I'll be using a different camera to show you all this. And it's got a cord to pull it tighter. Didn't even know that. And one at that side as well. So yeah, to join the two parts together, I am instructed to slide them together and line them up as best you can. And I was given a tip there's two little holes here and two pegs, and you need to make sure they're in. But I was given a tip. Alright, where did I put it? Not the tip, the thing. Don't know what I've done with it. But guy said if you get a bungee cord, you can actually put a bungee cord from one end to the other end just to help hold it in place while you do the pins. And I actually thought, oh, it's over here. I thought I'd got a bungee cord to try it. This is not a necessity by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, the pins down there, just to make it easier, is to put a bungee cord that end, down the middle. Actually, yeah, that worked. Do the centre strap, centre pin I should say, without dropping it. Oh, that was quite handy actually, that little bungee cord. Well, that's tight. Oh, that's solid, that is. Don't need that now. Yeah, this isn't a necessity, but it helped. It helped. And then there's a top one. And one on that side. Let's have a look at my bum. No, let's not have a look at my bum. That's bad. Oops. Oh, you can actually, I see what I mean now. Let's get that's what you should have done. I see what I mean though. I was watching professional gold medal winner, whatever. He was saying when you're actually connecting it up, you'll feel how secure and strong and sturdy it is. And this is, I understand what they're saying, more tape. When they say once it's connected, you can't, or as a guy said, which I'm sure he didn't mean it in a nasty way, a blind man wasn't able to tell whether it was a hard shell, a one-piece hard shell, or a six-piece like this. But yeah, it's very strong, very rigid. So let's put the seat in. Like I said, I'll use a different camera angle. They can't be for me. Said it wasn't going to be delivered till next week. Just going to have to do a jump shot here. Hello, paddlers. Right, it's actually been just over an hour since I last spoke to you, because my foot was starting to hurt. So that delivery won't for me, but yeah, my foot was starting to hurt, so I've just stopped for a bit. And yeah, because it's getting a lot better. It is getting a lot better. It was funny pulling this up the stairs though. I was sat on my bum and I was having to push with my left leg and then shuffle up with my bum one step at a time. That was quite funny. But yeah, so it's been an hour. I've just been resting my foot. And let's get going again anyway. Dug out my phone because I thought you can get a better look with this, because it's got quite a good camera on for the inside. Good light, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so there's them 3 buckles there which are identical to the ones in the boat. So this is great because I can actually show you now how they work. As long as I don't cover the bloody lens up like that. Let me just undo this first. Oops. Right. Yeah, these are exactly the same as what's actually in the boat. You've got this little part here, what I was on about, this piece of, and now on here you've got, I don't know if you can see them teeth. You see them teeth there? Right, they have to lock over, over them. And there's also on the back here, you got like a little release pin that you have to make sure you're not holding with your thumb as you put it on, or it won't lock, which I did wrong. So let me just change position here and you'll see what I mean. You see there, basically, you line them up, you feel it's in because it's locked in, and then hopefully you can see that. Yeah, pull down, it's locked, that's it. And on here there's the 3, there's one up there and there's one down there which you can't see. But yeah, I'll have to show you the foot peg system. It should be fun. I'll have to go maybe down here for that. Alright, there's the solid bulkhead, and there's a solid bulkhead there. So your compartments, you've got 3 solid compartments. So if this flooded, you're still going to float, and vice versa. And because of the bulkheads, you're not going to get your gear all wet and stuff. But yeah, the foot pegs, I can't get a good close up, but these are solid. And yeah, twist it up, and I'm on a funny position here. You just reach back, you grab your foot peg, put it to wherever you want. You'd have to be really small to have it there, and then simply lock it in place. And now that foot peg is locked in place. But you must remember, this is the thing. When you're finished, slide the foot peg back down again, or it won't pack away properly, it won't stack. Right, that's just the one thing to remember. If you don't push the foot peg back down again when you're finished, right, it just won't stack. But you'll know that because you'll put it in, and each piece sort of like locks into each other, so to speak. So you'll know straight away, I haven't put the foot peg down. There's all information and stuff like that. And I should show you this. Hopefully you can see that from there. You've got the made in the USA, because credit where credit's due. It is made in the USA, and it's bloody well made, I have to say. Back seat is on like a cord, bungee cord. It's one of these. It's padded enough, but it's one of these seats you've seen a million times before. But luckily it's just on a clip, so they are interchangeable. You can, because focus, come on, focus, come on. Go wide, focus on something else. Come on, focus. It's not going to bloody focus for me, is it now? Anyhow, the seat's interchangeable. Why won't that focus? Has my camera buggered up? Tell you what, stop recording. Bloody hell. What is going on with my life? And start recording. And we're in focus again. Right, let's put the seat in, show you this seat. The seat, these little openings, for want of a better word, they lift up there. The seat just slides, as you can see there, just slides in underneath, and then buckles get fastened up, which I can't do with one hand, so I'm going to put you down. It's going to go black. I've just connected them buckles up. Now you can adjust the seat, have it right back, have it right forward, whichever you want. I don't know yet, so I'm going to have to sit in it, wiggle about and see what's the comfiest position for me. And this cover goes over the top. It has got clips. Once you've got, I should have mentioned this. I should have mentioned this straight away. Here, come here, you. Look at me. Follow me. There you go. Stop recording on there. Yeah, I should have mentioned this straight away. Once you've got all them buckles and stuff and seat and everything in the position that you're happy with, you don't have to do all this every single time. It's a case of you just put it together and it's ready for you. Right? This is only with that cover coming out, because once you've got everything where you like it, that cover, right, this literally attaches inside and it stays in, and you never take this out again. Right, it just sits in there. Okay, you can take it out if you want to wash it or something, but it's like the seat. Once you've got all that attached and set up and everything, it's done. Right, this is looking more complicated because I've only just got it out of the box, and some of it's guesswork. But yeah, so I don't know if I should sit in this one. Well, I've got big boots on for starters, so that's not going to help. Actually, that'll be a good test. I don't think I'm going to need the seat that far back. Let's try there. As you can see, it's a lot narrower than the X500. I don't know if I'm on shot here, but that's my good leg, believe it or not. Jesus. You know, even with them, I'll have to show you, I've got my big boots on that I would never, ever dream about wearing in a kayak. I know they say you've got loads of foot room, but I had no idea there'd be this much foot room. Let's just see about this seat. Trying to figure out exactly where I'd be the most comfortable. I have to adjust. I won't bother adjusting the foot pegs now because I'll only have to push the foot pegs back up again, right, to back her away. But I hope that camera's on me. But you can see it's a lot narrower than the X500 because this is a sea kayak and they are quite narrow sea kayaks, but it's also a slash touring kayak. But yeah, the X500, you've got about that much more room. Yeah, you've got about that much more room, I'd say, because I've pushed on the side. Yeah, because I think this is about 21 inch, and I think the X500, I should look it up, the Itoit X500 is about 30 inch. I could be wrong, but yeah, feels a bit weird because I definitely I need them foot pegs moving, so I'm in a better position, for want of a better word, better position. But yeah, because my feet are just floating at the moment, and like I said, there's no point in me pulling them foot pegs out and getting them all set up perfect for me and everything, because I only have to push them back again to put the thing away. It's a case of that is something you have to do each time, the foot pegs. But because the foot pegs are on ratchets, first time I set it up, I'll think, right, 5 ratchets, and then you remember to yourself, each time you go, I need that set on 5, 1, 2, 3 for 5, 1, 2, 3 for 5, click, I'm off. You know what I mean? Plus, I've still got plenty of adjustment on this seat. I could go a hell of a lot further back here. I really could, and I could also move a bit further forward. Yeah, there's about, I could go about 4 inches forward, and I'd say about 4 inches back actually. I'm just judging by the strap, but I may move forward a little bit, because if I've got something on there, let's just try this a little bit on the closer side. Alright, I have to adjust that backrest again. Don't want to go too close. Imagine your legs are about there, keep your knees bent. Oh yeah, you see, that's a lot better now. Paddle in, paddle down. Yeah, so that seat there, I'll leave that seat in that position for me, because I can reach a lot easier. I've only moved forward about 2.5 inch, maybe 3 inch, but yeah. I can't believe the amount of leg room. I know people say there's loads of leg room, but I mean, as you saw, I've got my big boots on. I just can't believe that much leg room in there. Right, because I've moved that, I wonder how easy it'll be to get out because, oh, there again, that old, yeah. Capsize, yeah. Swim out or roll. Oh yeah, this kayak does roll as well, quite easy actually. But yeah, just for getting in, just for standing up and getting in and out. Maybe it's because of my leg. Yeah, so that's pulling on my leg. It's easier to leave the seat exactly where it is. However, oh, idiot. I just got the seat adjusted to sort of like the right place. And I thought I'm gonna have to loosen the straps off. Alright, but I don't because, like I said, it's on a clip. There's clips, and I only have to undo one clip, and now I've got the full length of the kayak, and I can literally, good leg first. Oh. Yeah, can you see my boots? You should be able to. Like, they're big boots. There's loads of room. Yeah, so I can literally just unclip one clip. Right. And then when you're done, that was twisted. Ow. But yeah, then you're all ready to go again. You don't have to actually loosen it. You have to take the seat out when you finish, granted. But I've already got the seat, got the clips in the seat set up in the right place, so I never have to adjust that again. Oh. Right. That's it, bit. Oh, we've done it again, haven't we? Come on up. Follow me. Yeah, man. Gonna have to figure this camera out. But yeah, so yeah, alright, my foot's hurting again. But yeah, that's, like I said, I'll take some video and some photographs and stuff, but I'll do a close-up video now because then I'll show you packing it away again, just so you've got an idea. You just have to imagine them two parts on the front and the back. Oh, you will be interested, so why not? How much space we've got in here? Well, you've got all the way from there to there, so you have got quite a big bulkhead, and this is the shorter one, but there is quite a bit of space in there. Is that daylight? Yeah, that's daylight, so that's the emptier end. And on this side, as you can see, you've got a huge area. And of course, you know how big the centerpiece is. And also at the back of the seat, there's this entire space here, and that's where the bag can fit. And also, there's room for a dry bag to go on top. So yeah, quite a bit of room in there. And joking apart, you could have a few bits with you inside the cockpit, but you never want your cockpit overcrowded, because in an emergency you have to get out quick. You don't want to be having to climb over bags and stuff. But yeah, so I really do like the look of this. I don't know, when I look at the camera it looks orange. Well, it's not orange, it's blood red, but for some strange reason on here on the camera it's looking orange, but it could just be the light. Oh, I haven't been limping for a couple of days. I've started bloody limping again. I think from getting this up the stairs and then doing all this, my going to have a couple of days of relaxation. What a wimp. That's it. I'll get some close-ups of them clamps, put a couple of photographs up or something or other. Yeah, so let's get her unpacked, or I'll rephrase that, let's get her packed away, and let's see, now that I've got an idea of what I'm doing, this should be a lot easier. There's no point fastening them up tight, George. You're going to have to take them off to put your hand in, you plonker. Oh yeah, I should mention that. The safety clamps, you cannot just pull them undone. Like I was just trying to then. You can't pull them undone. It's got a little clip. You actually have to push that little clip, I think I just mentioned that, and then release the clamp. So you can't accidentally unclamp your boat while you're in the water. Okay, there you go. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. Just have to remember the packing situation. I'll tell you what, I just shouldn't do that because of the gasket, but still. I haven't mentioned much about what's on the boat, but you can see it's got the guidelines, the grips and everything. Right, now that's the top one, so that came off first, then that one went on there, and that one went on there, then that one, so that has to go on first. Logically, that's logic, isn't it? So let me just put the nose back up there. So according to logic, that should be the first piece on. Let's see. Oh, I can see this flying, getting connected up and ready and packed away quite quick. Let's see if I'm right here. I said, it's only logical. Just do it in reverse to what I did. It's only logical. Right, let's play bland. Release. Slide clip. Release. Slide clip. Release. Release and slide clip. Ah, I changed it then, didn't I? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just put the cover back on. Even though you'd be taking that off, so there's no point making that super airtight, the cover, when you're packing it away, is there, George? No. So. Oh. Is that right? so. It's in. I'm arguing with myself. If you get the bag out the bloody road, George. All the instructions say, make sure you pull the bag. And I've got it resting up against the chair. Right, and then this one. Just slides in there. Look what I forgot. I'll tell you what, I'll just leave it on top for now. Right then, paddlers, unfortunately you're not going to see a maiden straight away, even though I'm extremely tempted. But you see, in my brain right now I'm thinking, oh, just give it a couple of days. It's been a couple of weeks, give it a couple more days. Well, I'm starting to feel it then. I don't know if you noticed, for argument's sake, at the beginning of the video I wasn't limping, but after lifting a bit I could start to feel it twinging a bit, so but I like that. And even put the bloody shoulder straps back in. Well, that don't matter. I'm leaving them out anyway. I mean, I'm never going to be carrying this on my back. But it's nice that they're there. Yeah, when I do get out, you see, that's it now. And that was the first time, and with it being on wheels, it's basically ready to take back to the car or whatever, and it's done. But yeah, with that being the first time, let me sit down and talk to you boys and girls. Yeah, remembering that's the first time I've put it up, and yeah, there was a learning curve, but I know I know for a fact now, the next time I come to set this up, it'll be easy, because the couple of little things I didn't figure out, and that's probably because I didn't look at the instructions properly, was to do with the clamp and getting the clamp over, and then the seat, which I did, sorted. So I know now I can put this up. They do say on websites, or PAKAYAK says themselves, 3 minutes. I can believe that. I can actually believe that. From opening the bag to the kayak being fully assembled, 3 minutes. Yeah, I can easily believe that. It'll take a little bit longer packing it away because you have to wipe it down, like all boats. But no, 3 minutes to set up, I can believe that. But I must say, I am happy. I do like it, and I like the colour. Sort of like thick cherry red or dark red, whichever way you look at it. But yeah, I was thinking about if they'd have had a black one, I'd have snapped them up. But I was thinking about there's like a green, which I know sounds awful, but it's a really nice green. If you look on the website, it's a real nice green. But yeah, so there you go then. Like I say, I've dragged this video out long enough. Don't even know how long. What time is it now? Bloody hell. Oh yeah, I stopped for an hour. I was just going to say nearly 2:30, but I stopped for an hour. Whoa. Yeah, so the thing is, I'll do another video, tell you about the prices and where to buy it from, where not to buy it from. And like I said, importantly, when to buy it. And the when is coming up soon. So I will get that video posted in a couple of days or so. Okay then, paddlers. I know one or two of you would have guessed, but this is a boat I really wanted. And I am extremely happy. I should cover quickly why did I want it. One, obviously for transportation. Like a inflatable, it's a pack of weight and stuff like that. Plus two, now I'm going to whinge again about myself. I've mentioned in one of my videos I've got a dislocated collarbone, and when I'm folding up my inflatable, my X500, as I'm folding it over, every now and again, which is a silly thing to do, I twist. But you kind of have to, but I twist and it pulls on my shoulder and stuff. That's why I thought if I get some like that, yeah, you're going straight up and down, I've got less chance of that happening. But I was looking at this 6-7 years ago when I was thinking that'll never work, but then over the years watching the videos, but it is something I wanted, and unfortunately I'm able to get it now. If you're a subscriber, you'll know what I mean by unfortunately. Right, I'm going to leave it there then, paddlers, and simply say sorry this video has been all over the place. In editing, I've done my best to tidy it up a bit, because as you know, we had a few problems with that, didn't we, with the video and this camera. I said it's the DJI Pocket 3, brilliant for filming and things like that, but when you're trying to turn the camera to look down, you have to do stuff, and because it's got a real good features for close up, just for argument's sake. Right, you know when you hold something close to a lens and it goes out of focus, right? Well, this camera, it alters the focus straight away, so it gets a really clear, it sort of like zooms in and tidies up the focus. And if you notice, well, hopefully I'll be the one that's slightly out of focus now, but then when I drop the thing, it refocuses on the biggest thing, right? And then it rutty. Well, you get the gist. But yeah, there's still stuff I'm trying to learn with it. It's not exactly a camera for, well, I don't know. It is, if you know how to work it. Read the instruction. Don't be silly. I'm a man. Men don't read instructions. Okay then, paddlers. Hope you liked the video. Tell you one thing that this is good for. Resting on when you're a bit buggered. Right then, paddlers. I'll do that in my next video. I'll take a photograph, right, of this in its bag and the X500 in its bag next to each other, just so you can actually get an idea of the size of this, because there again, you've seen me, you know me, you'll get an idea. But yeah, because I know somebody will say, exactly how tall is it and how wide is it? But I think it's 3 foot by 18 inch. So like I said, I'm not 100%. But yeah, so I'll leave it there then, paddlers. And now you know what was in the box. Oh, do you? Yeah, yeah, you know what was in the box. Right then, Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.